Bryce Canyon National Park is celebrating its 100th anniversary.
Do you remember what headphones are which on here?
For more information, visit brycecanyon.org.
SUU is truly dedicated to the students as they help each to succeed in their academic and career endeavors and have the college experience they've always dreamed of.
SUU prepares their students for their futures after graduation.
The hands-on learning you'll get through any of our programs will set you on the right path for future success.
College is for you. Not only can you make it work, but college can be the best time of your life.
No matter what your chosen field of study is, you'll be given opportunities for professional advancement and excellence at SUU.
Legacy Ace Hardware and Sporting Goods, 159 North Main in Panguitch. Come in and visit us for all your hardware and sporting good needs. Legacy Ace Hardware, proudly supporting Utah High School athletics.
Welcome back to Richfield High School, fans. We had a little bit of a malfunction with our mute. I hope we didn't have you muted all through the first 3 minutes, 2 minutes of this first quarter. We welcome you to Richfield High School. Our pregame report was brought to you by Snow College, and glad you could join us here as the number 2 ranked Manila Mustangs looking good to start. They're up 6-0 against Green River Pirates. See if Green River can get something rolling here in this first quarter. They're yet to score. And as Dave pointed out, this is an excellent defensive team.
Just getting their hands on it, knocking the ball away.
I'm not sure that Green River's really even gotten the ball in the paint.
Yeah.
The passing lanes have been very hard to penetrate for Green River's. Running the lane, no. Bridger Meadows couldn't get it to fall.
Just a tough man-to-man defense by this Manila Mustang team.
The Lady Mustangs coming in here below us. They had a tough game against Panguitch earlier today over at the SVC. The ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Manila. Gondar couldn't get that one to fall home.
These Pirates did a job rebounding, trying to keep the Mustangs out. The Mustangs had a couple good cracks right there, just couldn't get the ball to go through.
This championship basketball game is brought to you by Chicken Lights and Chrome Lights Truck Show in Panguitch. It's still by Manila, and layup is good on the other end by Tuck Davis. He's just as good as there is in this classification, Dave.
He is, Tuck Davis. He just really knows how to steal the ball, get in those passing lanes, and get down the floor.
Excellent hurdler on the track and field. Green River moves the ball along the perimeter, trying to get Meadows inside. It's stolen by Davis, goes right to Kyler Hughes. Hughes looking in transition to Browning, but they couldn't. Browning couldn't collect, so it stays an 8-0 lead in favor of Manila. Another steal for Tuck Davis.
Just looking, Tuck Davis averages 2.6 steals per game. He's got 2 of them here in the first quarter.
He's a good athlete. I believe he's only a junior. Well, he might be a senior. Slaw swings it on the right wing to Browning. The offense run perfection, and Hughes misses an easy layup. You won't see him miss that very often.
And he is a senior here, Tuck Davis.
Kind of a senior-laden squad.
Yeah, you got Tuck Davis, Kyler Hughes, Riley Browning's a junior, Gavin Gondar's a senior.
Hughes hasn't missed the layup this time. Nice look from Tuck. So, yeah, a lot of those kind of main cogs in this Manila machine are seniors. Lots of good experience. They've been in big games, and look for them to make a great run in this tournament. Hughes now has 6 first quarter points of his team's 10. The other 2 have come on account of Ashton Slaw and Tuck Davis. There's a jumper for Meadows in the corner, no. Tuck Davis rips down the rebound. And Manila looks to build upon their 10-point cushion. Kyler doesn't take the 3, passes to Tuck. Tuck will. Takes it, makes it.
Tuck Davis knocks down the first 3 of the game. Green River, a team that can knock down the 3. They've hit a lot of threes, a lot of their players. A couple of them have over 20 threes.
So Bryce Canyon City three-pointer as the layup is missed, but Meadows will come to the line. This free throw brought to you by Legacy Ace Hardware, which Meadows steps up. Fans, stay tuned in the second quarter. We'll be having our Fab Rats trivia question Fab Rats is an entertaining, family-friendly YouTube channel. As the first free throw by Meadows is good, and they'll be giving away a T-shirt if you can answer the question first. The Fab Rats trivia question coming up in the second quarter. Ashton Slaw checks out along with Gavin Gonder. And for the Mustangs and for the Green River Pirates, checking out will be Riker Meadows. Bridger comes to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line for his second attempt. Score is 13-1 in favor of Manila. Second free throw is no good. A strong rebound by Gavin Gonder. Down the other way, it's Tuck Hughes, and he scores. He's got 7 points.
Missed his first couple free throws, Tuck did, but since then, I'm not sure that he's missed.
I misspoke. Riley Brownings, who checked out. Gavin Gonder remains in the game. There's a runner on the baseline, no. And the ball saved in bounds right to the Manila Mustangs. So pass on the corner. A travel is called prior to the made layup. Too bad for Wyatt Muir. He did a nice job. Yeah. Wyatt comes in. He's hit 27 three-pointers this season.
And he's a young one on the team. I think he's just a sophomore. So we'll be saying his name a lot in the next few years.
Right.
He just took a little hop when he gathered there and traveled. It was a good call by the official. Tough break for him.
Yeah, he made the layup, too. It's a three-pointer, no. Rebound comes right down to Green River. Shot is blocked. Boy, great interior defense. And now Tuck Davis with the steal. You mentioned, Dave, his stealing prowess. Thievery. Tuck gets the ball down low. Nice seal. Shot is up and good. So Gavin Gonder. Boy, these guys are like 007, Dave. Lots of weapons.
Yeah, that's the fourth Mustang to score here in the first quarter.
Gavin Gonder, just a great athlete as well. He has great length. That shot is missed by Green River. Pirates are getting a few shots, Dave, but they've been tough shots. A carry's called. We've seen an emphasis. Nate was talking about that in one of our earlier broadcasts, that you've seen an emphasis on that from the pros on down of officials tightening up on the carry calls.
Huh. Well, I haven't seen it at the SUU games. I've seen a lot of carries that they get away with as we've watched, but so I'm just kind of surprised to see that call. I didn't know that was even a call anymore.
You could see on your screen that you could see on your screen Kyler was surprised with it too. Three-pointer, no, just not quite there. A pretty good look at it by Luis Hernandez. He's hit 25 threes this season. The other way in a hurry to score.
That was Muir did get his basket that time, so that's the fifth Mustang to score. We talked about the weapons that this Mustang team has, and they're good.
19-1. Wow. It's been all Manila in this one. It's a turnaround jumper in the lane, not this time. Nice offense rebounding effort by the Pirates. Won't go down. Another offense rebound. This one's up and good.
Oh, that ball just kind of rolled into Joe Volmer's hands. He was able to pick it up and lay it in.
Yeah, way to stick with it. That was good effort by him. Here's a jumper, teardrop, no. Rebound to Tuck, yes. Wow, Tuck Davis.
Jeez, I'll bet you Hughes says that was a pass. Tuck Davis picks up the basket.
9 points for Tuck to lead the way for the Mustangs. They lead at 21-3. This is 1A State Championship Basketball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
You like car shows? Well, let's supersize it, as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Penguins Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Penguins Main Street from 8 to 10:30. Saturday, the show will be at the Penguins City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all the truck drivers that make our communities better. We wish all teams success.
Bryce Canyon National Park is celebrating its 100th anniversary with concerts, festivals, and events throughout the year. Start making plans now to join us for this once-in-a-lifetime celebration at brycecanyon.org.
This championship basketball is brought to you by the University of Utah, Team Hive.live and KTTA, channel 8.1. Fans, stay tuned. We're going to have our Fab Rats trivia question of the game, and here it comes. You can email us the answer at uhsslive@gmail.com. So here it is. What kinetic rope does Fab Rats use? So tell us the kinetic rope that Fab Rats uses, and you can come in and get a Fab Rats t-shirt. You can go check in with the guys up at SVC for a shirt. What kind of kinetic rope does Fab Rats use? Shot is missed as play resumes. The Manila Mustangs had the ball back. They lead at 21-3 after one period of play.
Mendoza got a good look at that last trip down the floor, just couldn't get it to fall through.
Nice effort by Meadows to save the ball in bounds, so the Pirates will get the ball underneath their own basket.
Yeah, just flipped that over his head and it come off a Mustang hoof.
So the Pirates will inbound the ball. The ball is nearly stolen, but the Pirates will retain possession as that was last touched by the Mustangs.
I've been impressed with Kyler Hughes so far. He's active. He's got 5 rebounds that I have him listed with, and just a great point guard. He really controls this squad.
Excellent defender. Pirates don't take the long three. Now they do in the corner. Three-pointer's no good. That was Hoyt Hunt. Here come the Manila Mustangs. Kind of made a statement early, Dave. I mean, that was a great first quarter for them. Here's Browning makes the shot. Nice pass.
Yeah, Browning with 2 and that assist from Kyler Hughes. Like you said, we don't really keep track of assists, but there's been a lot of them for this Mustang team early.
Just they do a really good job of looking for open teammates, moving the ball around. Green never loses the handle. Hoyt Hunt, pretty nice save as he was laying on his back. Nice play. Meadows drives inside. It's an offensive foul. Too bad he made the basket, but the charge is called against Meadows. Picks up his first personal.
Riley Browning standing in the lane there, held his ground well, drew the charge.
So here come the Manila Mustangs. It's a jump ball called down there. Joe Vollmer, nice hustle by Joe. So Manila will trigger the inbounds pass. Wyatt Muir. Manila from up there in Flaming Gorge country. I'm sure winter has lasted a long time up there, as it has most places in Utah this year. 23-3 is the tally. Nice inbounds play. The shot is up and one.
Wow. Great out of bounds play. Able to, Zane Thomas picks up a basket from the inlet pass.
You know, a guy like Zane Thomas on most teams in this tournament would be a starter. I mean, he's a bench guy, but he's very athletic, has great length. It's just a great attribute that this Manila Mustang team has to be this deep.
Another senior, so he's got some experience. He comes in averaging 3.5, 4 points a game.
Gavin Gondra has the ball knocked out of his hands. Nice play the other way for the Green. Shot's no good, but rebound foul will go against Manila. Feel like Joe Vollmer's had a good impact on this game for the Pirates. Vollmer drives inside, kicks out to Meadows. Meadows, his shot is blocked by Tuck Davis. Tuck has one guy to beat. It's Meadows. Lays up with his right hand, left side, no. But he'll come to the free throw line, and a technical foul is called on Meadows. He was discouraged with the foul call and shared his discouragement, probably in a rather unkind way, and earned a technical foul. He was definitely frustrated on the play.
Yeah, I think he was frustrated. He got blocked on that other end by Tuck Davis and then came down. The official's going to watch that close, make sure there's not going to be any extra contact on that play, and called. Meadows didn't like it.
And for Meadows, it's unfortunate for his team because on the play he picks up 2 fouls. So his personal foul tally goes from 2 to 4 just like that. And,
oh, wow. 4
and
fouls.
A starter, and you can tell he's a great athlete. His team really needs him, as the first 2 free throws from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line are good. And the coach will say, hey, we'll have him shoot the technical fouls as well. So Tuck's all alone at the free throw line. He's now made 3 in a row. You mentioned, Dave, he missed a couple to start the game. Boy, he hasn't missed much since.
No.
So 3 of 4 now in this quarter.
Broadcaster's curse right there. But yeah, Meadows comes in averaging 8 points a game, and it's still early in the second quarter, and he's got his 4th foul. His time's really going to be limited the rest of the game.
Guys like Raul Mendoza and Luis Hernandez really need to pick up the scoring slack here with Meadows. Consigned to the bench with 4 fouls. Here's a shot off the glass and good.
Gavin Gonder just backs the defender right into the paint and goes up strong.
And he averages 9 a game. He's just a good team. So drive on the other side by Hoyt. No. Hoyt Hunt couldn't get that one to fall. And Tuck Davis has the ball slapped out of his hands. And Riker Meadows picks it up with Bridger picking up that 4th foul. We'll see if one of these other Pirates can step up and help shoulder some of the scoring load. The Pirates only made 1 field goal, and we're approaching the 4:30 mark in the second quarter. Shot is good. Same guy, Joe Vollmer. He does some good things for this team, Dave.
Yeah, he does. He's been active on the boards. I have him for 3, but he could have picked up a couple more than that.
Averages 8 points on the season. Zane Thomas gets to the Tuck. Davis can't get it to fall.
Boy, that's an easy one for Tuck. That might be the first miss from the field we've about seen.
Down low, it's Meadows. Still one out of there. Slaw dribbles into the paint now to the top of the key. And just for a moment, Tuck Davis loses the handle. Passes back out on top. So jump shot up and good in the paint. Wyatt gets another hoop. Wyatt Muir has 4 points in the game. And an offensive foul. No call. Not a block or a charge. The Pirates pick up the loose ball. Luis Hernandez had a pretty good look at it going. Here's a 3-pointer. It's partially blocked, I think. The rebound comes down to Tuck Davis. Tuck gets it up to Zane. Can't hang on to it, though. Zane Thomas, I think, was envisioning a 360 dunk, Dave. And
I was envisioning it, too.
There are lots of us that envision that, but very few of us have actually put it into action. Shot is no good by the Green River Pirates, and Tuck Davis snags yet another board for him. 32-5 is the score as Tuck Davis tries a 3, no. Wyatt Muir with the rebound. I agree, Dave. He does a lot of good things just a sophomore. His follow-up's no good. And good job by Hernandez keeping the ball alive. Luis comes out. He's a 1-on-2 fast break. He takes it all the way in, scores it off the glass. So we'll take a quick break as timeout's called on the floor. It's all Manila in this one, 32-7. This is 1A Championship Basketball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
If you've ever visited Bryce Canyon National Park, you know that it's nothing short of magical. Recognizing the need to protect such a place, the Bryce Canyon Association was created more than 60 years ago to help provide funding for the park. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a national treasure, we invite you to be a part of the Bryce Canyon Association by making a donation, be it small or large. Together, we ensure that Bryce Canyon National Park stays magical.
Fans, this is State Championship Basketball brought to you by Ruby's Inn on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. This one's been all Manila. And fans, remember, you can still score a custom Fab Rats t-shirt if you can answer the trivia question for today's game. And that is, what kinetic rope is Fab Rats use? You can email us or text us and let us know what the answer is to that question and score a sweet new shirt. 32-7 is the score as play resumes with 2:20 left to go in the second quarter. This game marks we're over the halfway point in games played today. Tuck Davis showing he can score inside and out, Dave. He's kind of got all of it in his arsenal.
He does. It's tough. It's tough for anybody when he's got the ball that low, that close to the basket, heading towards it. It's going to be hard to stop him.
Tuck Davis, just a great high school ball player. The ball is thrown just a little too tall for Hernandez. Goes a turnover against Green River, and Green River will send in this next dead ball. A new player, see if he can get things going for Green River. With Meadows on the bench with those 4 first-half fouls, hopefully someone else can help pick up the pace on offense. The shot is no good, but it's followed up and good by Browning.
Nice job by Browning, just not giving up on the play. Muir had a pretty good look, but overshot it, and Browning just picked it up and put it in.
Have Davis unofficially with 16 first-half points. Here's a steal for Kyler Hughes. Boy, he gets down the court in a hurry. Another assist over to Wyatt, and he scores it.
Colin, that was a pretty unselfish play because he could have easily just taken that to the rack on his right, strong, dominant side, but passed it off to Muir for 2.
That was a great look from Hughes to Muir. Another steal. And all alone is Browning. Browning's just going to lay it up and score it. Very crisp game, crisp first half by Manila.
Yeah, like we said at the beginning of this game, they're a team that's for real. Everybody's going to have to watch out for these guys.
The only loss they've suffered to a 1A team this season was Panguitch, and that was one of the first games of the season for these teams.
And that was a game they could have easily won, if I remember right. Neither team really shot free throws very well. I mean, they knocked down a couple free throws, and they would have won that game versus losing it.
They're 19-4, come in number 1, of course, Region 22. Big win for another Region 22 team today. The Rich Rebels knocked off the Wayne Badgers in the game just prior to this one. That's a big win for the Rebels.
It was. Wayne was up in that game 80% of the time. I mean, most of the game, just about the last 2 minutes. Rich took the lead by 1 and just kind of crept that lead up and was able to get the big win.
Yeah, it's a heartbreaker for Coach Jackson and his team. They had high hopes and the athletes to do it. Just didn't work out today against that tough Rebel squad. Browning catches the pass from Tuck Davis, and he scores it off the glass.
Another steal by Tuck Davis down there. He's going to have 4 or 5 of them in the game.
So 42-7 with 5 seconds remaining. See if the Pirates can get a shot off. They did get a shot, but I think it was after the horn had sounded. So at halftime, score is 42-7. Fans, stick around, because coming up next, we have the SUU halftime report. We'll be back after this. You're listening to 1A Basketball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Worried you'll never get your degree because it's just too expensive? Meet the Finish Line Scholarship at SUU. Up to 100% tuition funding for 4 semesters on us. Apply for the Finish Line Scholarship today. An extraordinary education, anytime, anywhere.
What many are calling the best country music dinner show anywhere. Nightly at Bryce Canyon's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Live music with some of Nashville's best musicians and singers.
I got a feeling called the blues. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
A show that walks you through the history of country music and the history of Bryce Canyon.
Hell of a place to lose a cat.
The show runs every night. That's right, every night from April to October. Get your tickets now at Ebenezer'sBarnandGrill.com.
This is state championship basketball brought to you by the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games on 1aball.com as we watch the Manila cheer squad participate here at our halftime report. This halftime report brought to you by SUU. Check them out at suu.edu. Have great programs available. If you need to come back and finish your degree, make sure you check out that website for more information. Well, Dave Franson, in this one, in a sentence, it's been all Manila.
Yeah. You know, and it's kind of what we expected coming into this game. You kind of hoped maybe that, you know, Green River might get hot, knock down some threes. They have that capability, but it's just this Manila Mustang defense. Really, the Pirates really haven't had much of an opportunity to even get a three-point shot off, and when they have, it's been contested, and they really haven't even come close to making those. So this Mustang defense is just tough.
Well, we'll see if they can get things going in the second half. We're going to take a quick pause here during our halftime report brought to you by SU. We'll have more thoughts on this game. Our halftime statistics are coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
You're with a team of researchers from the University of Utah, studying the effects of climate change on our environment. You're using this thing called a thermal cycler to take some readings. Then you think, wait,
I'm only a freshman.
We call that Utah Fresh. Do real-world research. Go learn abroad. Join an on-campus living and learning group. It's a fresh take on the freshman experience. Only at the U.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org.
This is the SU halftime report here at Richfield High School at the 1A state championships. So far, number 2 Manila has been all over the Pirates from Green River. And Dave, I'll take a quick look at the first half scoring for the Manila Mustangs, and then I'll turn it over to you for the Green River Pirates. For the Mustangs, they're led by Tuck Davis. He averages 18 points per game. He has 16 through 2 periods of play this afternoon. Kyler Hughes and Wyatt Muir have 6 points apiece. Riley Browning had 8 points all in the second quarter. It's 2 points for Ashton Slaw and 4 for Gavin Gonder. So all kinds of Mustangs getting into the scoring mix. How about for the Green River Pirates?
Unfortunately for the Green River Pirates, they don't have all sorts of people getting involved with the scoring. They just have three Pirates that are able to score there in this first half. They're led by Joe Vollmer, who's been active. We've commented on him. He's an active guy around the basket, picks up boards. He's got 4 points. 2 points by Luis Hernandez, and Bridger Meadows picked up a free throw there in the first half. So not the offensive onslaught that these Pirates hope to have here in this first half, but they're still fighting hard and playing hard.
Yeah, hopefully the Pirates can kind of get things together, but boy, it's not an easy task against this really talented Manila Mustang squad. Well, that'll about do it for our SU halftime report. Stay tuned, fans. We'll have a few more thoughts prior to the starting of the third quarter. After this is 1A state championship basketball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Wendy Mason Studios in Panguitch is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
Bryce Canyon National Park. Seeing it in person is nothing short of magical. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a protected national treasure, there's no better time to take in some of that magic. There'll be concerts, festivals, and other events throughout the year. So start making plans now to join us for this once-in-a-lifetime celebration. For more information, visit brycecanyon.org.
You're in Paris with a group from the University of Utah, studying intellectual traditions, like René Descartes, who said, "I think, therefore I am." So deep. Then it suddenly hits you.
I'm only a freshman.
We call that Utah Fresh. Do real-world research. Go learn abroad. Join an on-campus living team. Yes, our freshman experience is refreshingly different. Only at the U.
Imagine a cool winter sunrise with the sound of skates gliding across smooth ice, adding to the soundtrack of winter in Bryce, with the unveiling of the Bryce Canyon Ice Ribbon. The Ice Ribbon offers a meandering path with music echoing through the pines. Ruby's Inn provides crowd-pleasing activities that include ice skating, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing, with equipment rentals on site. Book now at ruby'sinn.com.
SUU is located within a 5-hour drive of more than 20 national parks and monuments, which is why SUU is trademarked the University of the Parks. SUU's incredible location and connection to the outdoors is ultimately what brought me to campus. My professors are great at teaching us concepts and connecting them to the real world. At SUU, we literally have the world's best backyard. Come see it yourselves.
Back here at the Utah State Championships, this is the first day of 4 rounds before we crown the 1A state champion. This game today is brought to you by Great Lakes Cheese on TeamHive.live. Big thanks to Mr. Nate Thatcher doing a good job producing it. It's Dave Franson and Danny Yard there with you courtside. Dave, any final thoughts you've got at halftime before we prepare for the start of the third quarter?
I think if you're Green River, you just got to come out, relax, have fun, and try and knock down some shots. Just realize that, you know, this game might be out of reach for you against this tough Manila team, and just take in the experience of the state tournament and enjoy it. Manila's just got to come out and finish what they started. You know, they've got their eye on the prize as far as winning it all, and so they might rest a lot of their starters this second half to keep them fresh for the next day of the state tournament. So should be a fun second half anyway. We'll see if maybe one of these Mustangs might get a chance to do that 360 dunk you were talking about.
Well, thanks, Dave Franson. We'll go ahead and take our final break before the second half comes at you on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
This year, as we celebrate Bryce Canyon National Park's 100th anniversary, we invite you to be part of the Bryce Canyon Association so that future generations can enjoy it as we do today.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit brycecanyoncityut.gov.
The Bryce Canyon Half Marathon course takes you through the iconic red rock that is abundant throughout Bryce Canyon country. Also enjoy the 5K or Color Me Fun run. Register today at brycecanyonhalfmarathon.com. Race scheduled for July 15th.
Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to Bryce Canyon Mule Days 2023. Join us April 30th through May 6th in Tropic, Utah. There will be guided mule rides, vendors, food and fun, arena events, a Friday night concert featuring Bren Hill and Andy Nelson, and the premier Chrome in the Canyon Mule Sale on Saturday, May 6th. Learn more at brycecanyonmuledays.com, and we will see you there.
This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by Bryce Canyon City and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Class C FM, KMGR, as well as KSVC, and the family of stations. Being able to hear some of the games over this weekend. During the timeout, we were talking a little bit about this Manila Mustang success over the years. I mean, for a school that does not have a whole lot of extra boys, boy, they've had some great basketball teams. We were thinking about those early 2000s teams with the Catron brothers, Casey Robinson, some of those guys, just great teams. And then later we had Miles Potter, great left-handed shooter, guys. Jordan Lucio, so much fun to watch. Remember those purple shoes that Jordan wore, and some really fun games, fun teams. That double overtime, crazy game against Bryce Valley that year when Lucio, I believe he was a junior that season. I mean, Manila's had a lot of almost and a lot of success in getting to the championship game or at least the semifinal game. And boy, we expect nothing less from this squad this season. So here comes Manila. They have the ball to start the second half. Big thanks to, here's a shot up and good by Kyler Hughes. Big thanks to Ashley Coombs doing the camera work today. Just does a great job.
That was just a give and go. Threw it out to the wing and head to the basket and got it back and laid it in.
He's just having a monster game, as he has really all season.
That was actually a really good move by Vollmer. He just got the ball, took it down the lane, and put it in off the glass.
Vollmer really doing a good job for this team. He's got 6 points of his team's 9. Here's a shot up and good by Tuck Davis. So Tuck Davis and
just doing his thing.
He and Kyler Hughes just having a great game. Foul's called, and that's going to send Green River back to the Legacy S Hardware free throw line. This team's trying to advance to tomorrow's quarterfinal action. Most classifications, the tournament starts in the quarterfinals. One is a 4-day tournament. It's free throws good.
Hunt Hoyt knocks down the free throw. That's his first point of the game. He comes in averaging 5 points a game.
Second one's good. Green River tries to dig back in. Coach Hughes had some really good teams for Green River over the years. There's a nice block shot. Wow. Meadows says, no soup for you, Gavin Gonder.
He just timed that perfect. Riker Meadows.
Impressive when you can block a shot like that and swat it and not commit a foul.
Yeah. A lot of times they'll call that just because of the swat, but he was all on top of it.
It's a steal by Kyler Hughes. Man, he is such a good defensive player. His pass for Browning, maybe just a half step away from where Browning was, and it'll go as a turnover against Manila. But boy, it's kind of threaded the needle and didn't quite make it to its intended target in Browning. With 6:21 left to go, 46-11 is the tally. There's a 3 on the way, no. Kyler Hughes snags the rebound, leaves it up to Gavin Gonder. Gonder saves the ball in bounds. Tuck Davis knocks it out of bounds, so Green River will get the ball right back. So Luis Hernandez inbounds the ball to Raul Mendoza. See if those two guys can get it going. They both average right around 10 points a game. Luis at 13 and Raul at 8. Raul's shot is no good.
Had a good look that time.
Yeah, he's a good athlete. Too bad that one wouldn't stay home for him. The Mustangs swing the ball to the left wing, now the opposite right wing, in front of the Manila cheering section. Browning takes a long 3 and makes a long 3.
Really haven't been that many threes. That's just the second 3 of the game, and both of them by the Mustangs.
That's a Bryce Canyon City three-pointer. That's a 9th 3 of the season for Browning. And the other way is shots up and good for Raul Mendoza. Green River definitely scoring more in this second half than they did in the first. Had a 42-7 first half, and the Pirates have scored as many points in 3 minutes as they did in the first 16. It's a 4-second shot clock for Kyler Hughes. Kyler takes it with 2 seconds left. He's fouled, and he'll come to the free throw line. You know, Dave, we talked, we approached this Legacy S Hardware free throw line. We talked throughout the day of this change with having a shot clock. But really today in the action we've seen, it really hasn't been that much of an issue. Few teams have wound it very deep in the shot clock.
Right, yeah. It'll be interesting to see as the tournament goes on, because a lot of times you start seeing teams, especially in a close game, maybe up 4-6 points, try to burn 2 minutes off that clock, and that's just not going to happen this year. So it'll be interesting to see as the more even teams start to compete against each other, how that might play in.
Free throws both good on that trip to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
A couple other things with Kyler Hughes. He averages almost 6 assists a game, and you can see that just watching him, and over 5 rebounds. So I mean, he's a solid guy for this Manila team.
You know, another stat that's big on that assist is a traveling violation goes against Mendoza. That's Hernandez, traveling. The assist to turnover ratio. I mean, Kyler Hughes does not turn the ball over. He takes really good care of the basketball.
Yeah, I kind of thinking back through the game, and of course my memory isn't great. I saw one time he kind of forced one deep inside and it was turned over, but man, 6 assists to 1 turnover. That's good stuff.
Yeah, he's a great player. Zane Thomas in the middle, no. Nice post move with his left hand, but couldn't get it to go. Meadows pulls down the rebound, and back the other way come the Pirates. Raul Mendoza. A timeout's called. We'll take it as well. The score 51-14. This is 1A State Championship Basketball, brought to you today by the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Haven't finished your degree, but want to? Meet the Finish Line Scholarship at SUU. Up to 100% tuition funding for 4 semesters on us. Apply for the Finish Line Scholarship today. An extraordinary education, anytime, anywhere.
Fab Rats is an entertaining YouTube channel based in beautiful southern Utah. Paul, Michelle, and the crew showcase major and minor fabrication builds, off-road adventures, family fun, and much more. Check them out on YouTube and subscribe today.
Just like we meant it now. All right.
Fans will remind you that this broadcast today is brought to you by Bryce Canyon Mule Days and the Chrome in the Canyon Mule Cell. It's coming up later this spring. We're not sure if we've gotten a Fab Rats answer yet, so if you happen to know that answer, please send us that answer. And the question was, what is the kind of kinetic rope the Fab Rats use? And if you know that answer, you can snag a shirt. With 4:10 left to go in the third quarter, the score is 51 for Manila and 14 for Green River. And now, Dave, you kind of see that Manila coaching staff opting to play a few more subs, trying to save some legs for this 4-day tournament. Rebound foul is going to go against Joe Vollmer. Joe's had a good game for this Green River Pirate squad. Coming into the game is Woodrow Bear. He's the first. It's his first action of today's game. He's got some good length as well. The shot is missed. Zane with the rebound, hands off to Browning, and he scores it. There's a good showing of Manila fans already, Dave. I think they can sense that this is a team that can really make a deep run in this tournament. The hand check is called on Slaw.
Yeah, I have that as 13 points for Browning in the game.
You know, another tough point guard, that, as we're reminiscing about some of these Manila teams, Garrett Slaw was sure fun to watch. He played a lot like Kyler Hughes, just took good care of the ball. It's a really tough point guard. Raul Mendoza has the ball out on top of the key to Meadows on the left wing. Haven't seen Bridger Meadows yet after he picked up 4 personal fouls in the first half. Mendoza with the runner, no. Zane Thomas with the rebound, hands to Garrett Slaw. Gosh, now I'm going to be calling him Garrett. To Ashton Slaw.
Well, no, he's in good company if you
right.
say that name.
If someone mistook me for Garrett Slaw, I'd say thank you. It's about like saying, are you Bruce Wayne? Wyatt triggers him out pass. There's a shot by Browning. And Bear will reset
Browning's hit 8 3-pointers on 9 on the season. He didn't want to take that. And what a great move that was. Nice footwork by Browning.
Man, drop step for Riley Browning. Wow, what a play.
Kind of fake middle and drop step and put it in.
He's got 15, averages 6 a game. Browning, monster game. Jump ball, the thing possession will go to Green River. The state championship basketball broadcast is brought to you by Windy Mesa Studios on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1 as well as KSLSports.com. With 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. Ball is tipped away. Meadows lets the ball go out of bounds, and Green River will have the ball with 2:26 left to go. Joe Vollmer leads the way in scoring for Green River. He has 6 of his team's 14 points. And really balanced scoring. 3 guys in double figures for Manila. The shot is blocked. Vollmer had one going, but Zane Thomas had other ideas. Bear brings the ball across the timeline the other way with 2:15 remaining in the third quarter. It's Bear down low. Browning, wow. Oh, everything but in.
Almost should get 1 point for that. That looked like it bounced off the bottom of the rim and came out.
Used all the iron, but wouldn't quite tickle the nylon. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touch, a tough break for Hernandez. Last touched by the Green River Pirates. With 1:53 left to go, 55-14 is the score. The 1A state championships, if you're traveling to the games today, or planning on hitting one of these evening games, please do so safely. Stormy day. Shot's no good. And
I think that was too bad. That was another great move inside. Zane Thomas had a good look, just a little short.
Right. No good was not a good description of that. That was a beautiful move. Just couldn't quite get that. It was a great shot. Just couldn't get it to fall. Shot is missed by Green River. Manila will try to build upon their 55-14 lead. Shot is missed by Browning, and Green River saves the ball in bounds. Good play by Vollmer.
Yeah, Vollmer did a nice job blocking that, then was able to hustle over and save it from out of bounds.
Raul Mendoza dribbles in.
Maybe got away with a little bit of a travel. I think the officials at this point are just not worried about that.
Vollmer's fouled on his way to the basket, but it won't be a shooting foul. The official called it on his route to the basket. Fans, stay tuned. At the conclusion of the game, we'll have our Ruby's Inn post-game report and highlights.
Wow. Nice spin move by Riker Med. Is that right? No, that was, I don't see him on there, 23.
We'll see if we can get a name. That was a great play. Shot is missed, and rebound comes down to Green River.
I think it's Jason Hernandez, just a freshman.
That was a great play by Jason. And he got the rebound on the other end.
Yeah.
Shots missed by Green River. Manila comes back in a hurry the other way. Do we have number 20 on there, Dave? We failed to call his name in the first half. He did a good job off the bench. Slaw's shot's up and good. Ashton Slaw drains Bryce Canyon City three-pointer.
For Green River?
Right.
Bridger Meadows?
Oh, boy, who did I not write down? Of course, we called him his name all game long. It was number... Oh, got it. Shots up and no good. Just about went in at the conclusion of the third quarter. Well, that's up 3 quarters. We have 1 to go on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Hey, this is Dr. Rob Barrick, the smile artist located here in Cedar City. If you've ever wanted a new smile, but something's been holding you back, I'd love to spend a minute with you and just answer your questions. If you go to my website, you can set up a free 15-minute video phone call with me where we can just talk about it. The next step is also free. You'd come in and we'd actually design your smile together right there in the chair, print it out, and have you snap it in and give it a test run before doing the actual veneers. To check out my smile portfolio, visit drrobdental.com.
For over 50 years, Flaming Gorge Resort has offered lodging, restaurant, rafting, RV park, and fishing guides for anyone visiting the Flaming Gorge area. Stop in and see us at Flaming Gorge Resort.
Fans, this is 1A State Championship Basketball, brought to you today by Windy Mesa Studio on Team5.live and KTT 8.1. Windy Mesa Studios, they can print about anything. They did all the pictures in our office, but they can do anything you can imagine, from coasters to calendars to printing on solid objects. They can do it all at Windy Mesa Studios in Panguitch. 58-16 is the score.
We've got their pictures up in our office and in our Airbnb, and Windy Mesa, they do a great job.
So Wyatt Muir triggering the inbounds pass. Lots of different guys can score on this Manila team, and they can all defend. You just don't see a defensive liability on this lineup. Slaw drives in. Nice. Give down low to Browning. Scores with his left hand.
Riley Browning's putting together a heck of a game. I think I got him for 17 unofficially. You'll have to check and see what you have.
That was a great find by Ashton Slaw, too. Riley Browning just had 8 points in the third quarter, in the second quarter, 7 in the third, and now 2 in the fourth. That's what I've got, too. Looks like we have a clock issue. I believe it's our mercy rule, Dave, so the clock will continue to run. Also a new rule this season. We have the shot clock rule and now the mercy rule.
Browning's just a junior, so he'll be someone these Mustangs will like to have next year. St. Thomas just kind of put his two hands in the back of Vollmer when he went up for that, and they're going to call that a foul every time.
Wyatt Muir might really have to help handle the ball, as Slaw's a senior and Carter Hughes is a senior. Vollmer with the jumper. No, nice rotation on that Wilson, but wouldn't fall in for him. Bear has the ball, passes to the left wing. Nice look by Muir into Browning, and that shot won't fall. Here's a steal. Nice job by Slaw. Slaw, the untouched play to Bear. He lays it in, scores.
That was a nice feed by Slaw. Just kind of flipped it with his left hand, coming down the left side. Made a nice soft pass to Woodrow Bear, I believe. Able to get 2 points.
Woodrow, another senior on this team. 60-16 is the score. There's a freshman again. No, this one won't go. Jason has one hoop off the bench. Three-pointer on the second chance opportunity is good. That's the second Bryce Canyon City three-pointer made by Raul Mendoza. Has 2 here in the second half. Shots up and good for Browning once. Let's see. Browning with another hoop. Wow, just a great game for him. 64-19 is the score. Another 3 for Mendoza. No. Browning collects rebound. He hands to Slaw. Slaw flips the pass to Wyatt in the corner. He's a good shooter. This one's in and out. Rebound comes down to Hoyt. Hoyt Hunt hands off to Raul Mendoza. It's Vollmer on the left wing. Most of the starters getting lots of rest. Meadows with a turn-on jumper. He gets his first 2 of the game. Riker scores it. A timeout's called. We'll take this one as well. Hope you're enjoying today's broadcast. We'll have more coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
You're on this campus business team that lives and works together at the University of Utah. Your team has come up with this cool new ski rack. For real, it's going to market. Then you say to yourself, hold on, sports fans.
I'm only a freshman.
We call that Utah Fresh. Do real-world research. Go learn abroad. Join a campus living team. Yes, our freshman experience is refreshingly different. Only at the U.
The state championship basketball game is powered by the Bryce Canyon Association and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. We'll have the 100-year anniversary for Bryce Canyon this year. The piano guys are going to come and perform out at Bryce. Should be a great celebration. Stay tuned for more details as we progress towards the summer. With 4:13 left to go, got some new Mustangs in the game. Try to call their names. Ben Lale.
Zane Thomas backs himself down on that left low block and puts it in.
It's his first shoot of the game. That's surprising because he's done a lot of other good things besides just score in this game. He's a good player. Back the other way, Lale. The shot is good over the front of the rim. Nice job. Ben Lale gets his first basket.
He was kind of determined to shoot that one in, spun a couple times and flipped it over his shoulder. He gets the steal.
Ben lays it up and scores again. 4-point Ben Lale run. If the guy on Wayne's World, Garth, were here, he'd say, dude, you Lale. Lale with 4 points, 2 quick hoops. And a foul is called. Bear picks it up. And he's got good length as well, senior. So the freshman comes back to the line. Jason Hernandez, he had a hoop in the third quarter. Jason's free throw is good, has 3 points off the bench. 70-22 is the score. Teague Goodman checks in for the Manila Mustangs.
Oh, too bad. Hernandez stepped over. He'd hit the free throw, but he stepped over the line, and it was no good.
Jarrett Guerrera checks in. I failed to call his name when he came in the first half, Dave. He's gotten action in both halves now. Jarrett, number 12, you can see on your screen. The layup is missed. The follow-up is not. Teague Goodman with his first basket. Lots of young
Gets
Manila
a rebound
Mustangs.
and a basket on that play. Patting his stats.
Shot's
nice
good.
Play. Volmer gets it deep again for 2.
He's just had a solid game. 8 points, and he's earned them with the athletic and defensive prowess that the Mustangs boast. 72-24. Lale for 3. Why not?
Wow. Man, this Mustang team has some players deep down the bench.
Three-pointer the other way for Pirates, no.
Lale picks up the rebound, so he's got 7 points, a couple rebounds.
Maybe another good young ball handler. This team will need to go with some of the good post players that have come back next year. Foul is called. Simeon Brady was fouled. Helped up, good sportsmanship. Antonio Messias in for Green River. Some more players, Dave. We apologize. This stage of the postseason, at times there are players that are put on the varsity roster that we don't have on our score sheet. So apologize to some of these young players getting their first action in the state tournament. Simeon Brady passes the left wing. That's Lale. With 1:37 left to go, 75-24. It's 3 quarters to almost 1 in the 74-25 score.
Boy, Ben Lale making the most out of his minutes.
These Manila Mustangs, some of them go to the same barber, Dave, have some similar haircuts with the starters and these subs. Good thing on some of them we have a different number because the haircut is quite similar. Lael drives. It's going to be a tie-up jump ball with 1:14 left to go. Gelting possession goes to the Green River Pirates. So the winner of this game will play the winner of Pinnacle and Wendover. That game's coming up next. Wendover is a higher seed in that one. Coming with a 7 seed and coming into the tournament. Good defense by Simeon Brady. He gets the ball back. So, Trevor Behunin, you have won our Fab Rats question. It's the income ropes. Thank you. Good job for Trevor. And fans, stay tuned. We'll have our winner of the Fab Rats trivia question each game. Trevor, if you'll meet us up at the our broadcast area or the SVC, you can pick up your Fab Rats t-shirt. Thanks for Trevor and for others who have checked in with us today. Paul James, thank you also. With 20 seconds remaining, score 75-24 in favor of the Manila Mustangs. They throw it away, but hard to find many errors or many holes in what Manila did today, Dave.
Yeah, they're kind of what we expected to see from them. They haven't disappointed at all.
Jump shot is no good by Volmer to close the game. That'll do it. 75-24 is the final score. We'll be back with our post-game thoughts brought on our Ruby's Inn post-game show after this.
The Gifts from Grady Foundation Charity Poker Run will be held April 22nd. For registration rules and regulations, go to giftsfromgrady.com. Raising awareness about organ donation, one tiny donor at a time, in honor of Grady Boy.
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese and Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at Great Lakes Cheese.